Chapter 20. That same day, in a big house by the river, a young woman called Agnieszka Młynar received a very important invitation. She opened the front door to a pot-bellied man. He was wearing a crimson uniform of the Royal Guards and he'd been drenched by the rain. He stared at Agnieszka with his mouth slightly open, as if he'd slipped into a trance. Agnieszka was used to people gawping at her, and she didn't really mind. In fact, she liked it. Her beauty was the talk of Yaroslav. They said that she'd been drawn, not born. They said that her heart-shaped face was perfect, with her violet eyes, parted mouth, and cascade of golden hair. "Can I help you?" she asked. The royal guard snapped back to life, brushing water from the tip of his nose. "Yes, miss, sorry, miss. I've got a letter for your father. We'll see that he gets it." "Of course," said Agnieszka, giving the guard one of her best smiles before snatching the letter and running to her room at the top of the house. Her fingers trembled as she broke the royal seal. It was as she had hoped. It was an invitation from the king. The letter said that her parents were to visit the castle, along with their charming daughter. Agnieszka's heart fluttered. She looked out of her bedroom window towards Castle Yaroslav. There was nowhere her parents were coming with her. No way in hell. It was her that the king wanted to see, and her parents had only been invited for the sake of decency. She read the letter again. The king said that it had been a delight to meet her at the royal ball. Agnieszka remembered it well. During her first dance with King Drakmar, she'd seen how handsome he was, with grey eyes and an elegant moustache. During their second dance, she'd seen something else, something that other people missed. She'd seen that he wanted to be rescued. After that, winning his heart had been easy. Although the ball had been Agnieszka's first encounter with the king, she'd had her mind's eye on him for years. She'd known that she would be the queen of Yaroslav ever since she was 7. Agnieszka's mother had been plaiting her hair when she first told her the story. "The stars have great things in store for you," said her mother. "How do you know?" said little Agnieszka. Her mother had done her hair too tight and it hurt. "Hold still and I'll tell you. The night that you were born, I was visited by the forest witch, the one they call Ochi. She was cast out of the city long ago and your father didn't want her in the house. But I knew why she'd come. I told him to let her enter. The witch swatted you and gave me something for the pain. Then she offered to read the stars." "For me?" said Agnieszka. She wanted to turn round and look at her mother to see if she was telling the truth. But her mother pulled on her plaid. Agnieszka cried out. "I said hold still." "Sorry, mother. But what did the stars say?" "Ochi read your stars and I paid her well. Too well, some might say. When she was done with her stargazing, the witch came back to my bed and whispered in my ear. She said that you will be a great queen." "A great queen of where?" said Agnieszka. "Of Yaroslav, of course." "But how will it happen? I'm not a princess." "No," agreed her mother. "Your father's not even the wealthiest man on the street. But I've spoken to him and it's agreed. You will want for nothing. When fate comes calling, you will be ready." Agnieszka's mother gave her hair another twist. "There, you can move now. Your hair is done." It wasn't until King Drakmar was crowned and Aneshka came of age that she saw her route to the throne. It was so obvious, as if that too had been written in the stars. King Drakmar did not have a wife. Aneshka sat down at her writing desk to pen her reply to the king. She stroked her chin with the tip of the quill. "Now," she whispered, "how does father normally begin his letters?"